Welcome to the Green Tomorrow, where we shine a light on the sustainability and the people championing our planet's future. So, with us today is Dr. Abhinav, a pioneer in sustainability education at SVM and the architect behind One World, One Nation. It's a great pleasure to have you, Dr. Abhinav Aggrawal.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, Dr. Abhinav, could you share why sustainability is not just an environmental concern but a comprehensive approach involving social and dynamic dimensions?
Yes. So, sustainability is at multiple levels and we have to look at an end-to-end and integrated approach. Let us start with me as a human being first. What am I wearing? Is it sustainable? That means what material is the clothing
Yes.
I am wearing made of? My lifestyle. Where do I live? Do I live in a hammock across one of these trees? Do I live in bamboo houses nestled within the trees? Or am I living in a house that is created by harvesting timber from 7 acres of land? So, then my lifestyle itself, what I am eating, right here in my sight I can see dandelion, fennel, some kind of a wild lettuce as well as some edible flowers. If I could eat those are organic and naturally grown. I am not even planting seeds to grow those.
Right.
Am I really, my lifestyle, is it sustainable? So, no, we have to look at any equipment we use, any gadgets we use. Are those being made sustainably? And in those products, we have to look at end to end, where the material is being sourced from, how it is being transported, end of the life, what happens to the product. So,
Exactly.
it is a whole concept. And then we start with our own life, we look at our community, we look at our environment, we look at the way we live, we do whatever we work. At the profession, the businesses need to become sustainable, organizations need to become sustainable, governments need to become sustainable. Eventually, we can embrace this theme across
The whole
everything.
planet.
So,
Yeah.
that is why I say it is look end to end, look integrated approach. It is not just a matter of lifestyle or doing an action here or there, but it's a whole concept that we have to start thinking sustainable. It all starts with the thought process. So, if we think sustainable, because mind is the blueprint of thought and thought leads to action. Every action is first conceptualized as a
Mind.
thought, right? So, it is important we think end to end sustainable and we do a paradigm shift in our thought process itself.
And it starts from us only.
Absolutely. Yeah, we have to start with ourselves first.
Yes. So, can you share some examples of how embracing sustainability can positively impact the environment, and have you done any progress in that?
Yes, let us look first at the global level.
Yes.
Montreal Protocol is one such great example which brought all the people and nations of the world together on a common platform. And I call such crises as unifiers actually. And then the actions we take, the frameworks we create can be integrators, right? So, this concern for sustainability, this concern from climate change today is of the same, even actually it is even more severe than the ozone layer depletion crisis at that time. But we saw that collectively when we took action, we started reducing the use of CFC and then altogether eliminate them. There has been impact. Now, small example, in our own lake, a few days ago we went with the school children leading the trash picking. So, you asked me to give you a practical example. So, they fished out 3 bags full of plastic out of the lake. Okay, that is one real life example. If we would not, if these kids would not have fished out that trash out of this lake, that plastic, then from the outlet it would have gone to the creek, from creek to the river, and then to the ocean. So, our ocean has got these 5 huge swirls of plastic, some of them larger than the size of Texas as a state.
Oh.
They are almost getting to by continents by themselves. So, those where when the waves of the ocean is going to decompose it, and if they become to micro particle level, a single use plastic which stays in the environment for 450 years. Okay. So if it gets into the water, then from where it is going to get, such microparticles can get into the cloud, can get into the snow, and in Alaska they are showering as snow, they are showering in the rain, then the water we drink contains them because filters can only do so
Right.
much. So we have to prevent, nip the evil in the bud kind of a thing. We have to prevent them from getting somewhere. Maybe we should, the government should have regulation to ban the use of single use plastics, and that way, you know, we can take such action. So the action needs to be at multiple levels: advocacy, regulation, and human action such as that. And another example could be that the kids can start wrapping gifts in newspaper. I would encourage my
Right.
own kids to do
Yes.
that when they were going to birthday parties, and it's like setting a trend, others will follow.
It's just a small thing, and if you
Exactly,
accumulate all
the
these
results
small
can be
things,
big.
yeah, the results will always
Yeah,
be big.
compost everything, you know, the compost will go back into the nature
Nature
as
itself.
natural manure,
Yes.
instead of filling the dumps, you know.
That's right.
Yeah.
Or like the vegetable peels.
Absolutely, yeah, lot can go into the, so actually we can create a zero waste society.
Exactly.
And our integrated living community, that is the dream,
Okay.
to have this as a zero waste
So
society.
like today, an earthquake happened in New York. So how can sustainable housing be saved from all these natural calamities and earthquakes?
Great question. So let us say if I am going to make DIY bamboo
Yep.
huts, do it yourself bamboo huts. So we transport the kit to the site, and then in the trees we are going to nestle the bamboo hut elevated above the ground. Okay, when it is elevated above the ground, we have solved multiple problems. Number one, we have freed the soil for things like shade grown coffee, for example, you know, and we can do poultry farming, we can do farming within that footprint of the hut, of the dwelling unit. The dwelling unit is nestled within the trees. On the top there is solar panel, high efficiency solar panels. Inside there are sustainable batteries for power storage, pedal power generators are there. No, when it is raised above the ground, it is kind of a stilt construction mode. That architecture we prevent it from flooding. The flood will come here. Anyway, these are DIY kits. Okay, the do it yourself kits can be assembled, disassembled and reassembled. Okay, no, the earthquake, because the trees are going to be like the,
In the circular shape.
yeah, no, the trees are going to be like the guardians
Yes.
of the structure, and that way if you will see that only in extreme earthquakes the trees will fall. Actually they will be, buildings will fall but the trees will stay,
They'll be
because they are
guarding.
naturally,
Yeah.
they are naturally designed that way by the nature, because the roots spread over, so they have a very wide base to stand on, and what is standing on that is a stem. Okay,
Right.
so if we take the protection of the trees, and then from any face the wind can come, from any direction the wind can come. The trees are designed in such a way that like the circular stem, and then we are taking the, we are embraced by the trees in this structure, and we also have got, like the walls can be collapsed. There are multiple design architectural possibilities, and that way you are going to be safe from the earthquake with sufficient warning of a, let's say, tornado, cyclone, sufficient warning. You can disassemble the kit, you can even leave it on the tree, and you can transport yourself to safety if that is the thing, you know. So but a house is permanent. I mean, it's a permanent structure. I mean, it does get destroyed. I volunteered for example on the coast of North Carolina, where the destruction had happened with the cyclone, and then we had to basically bring the entire house down. There was no other way to
Okay, yeah.
reconstruct it.
I guess we all should build such a house in the near future, and
So
our
the
earth can be
materials,
saved.
so the materials will be sustainable. We are going
Yes.
to use bamboo mud husk, locally sourced materials. These are grown plenty everywhere, most parts of the planet. Then we are going to make it in such a way, flood proof, earthquake proof.
Earthquake proof. Yeah.
Right?
That's the.
So that kind of proofing, of course we cannot predict everything,
Right.
but as best as we know today, we will
Exactly.
cushion against that
Okay.
eventuality.
That's fascinating perspective. So I heard you are a faculty at SVM, Siddhaveda Multiversity. So how does Siddhaveda Multiversity embed this holistic approach of sustainability into this curriculum?
So this is very important that young students, right from their teenage, they are getting exposure to not just highlighting the problem, and then
Yes.
they look other way and just go on. Let us say there's a plastic here. They need to know that it is their moral duty to pick it up
Pick it up and trash
and
it.
no, put it in recycling.
Yes.
Okay, because if they are doing that, if they are conscious, they'll be looking for it. Otherwise, everybody just ignores, looks the other way, and walks on, moves on. It's not my problem.
Right.
Whose problem is it? Whose problem is it?
It's all
It is
everyone's.
it is everyone's problem, and I am part of it because I need to look at it this way. If this plastic I am not picking up, it's going to make it to the ocean, it's going to make it to the rain, it's going to make it to the water I drink. Okay, you may think, oh, this small bottle of plastic, how much impact on me
Right.
personally? If everybody starts thinking that way, nobody will clean up anything. We all need to do a paradigm shift in our thought process first. So we all need to, okay, it is humanity, entire humanity. That is why from oneself to selfless to every self, then only we can relate to everybody. We can be co-realized souls,
Yes.
individually. So with Siddha Veda, we are in the model of co-realization, and with that co-realization spirit, we will not think that it is not my problem, it is humanity's
It's
problem, right? It is planet's problem. So we need to solve that. So I'll pick it up. And then I will also advocate sustainability. I'll also be sustainable myself. I'll go ahead and buy the offsets so that I am net neutral or I am net negative. So this is important that everyone needs to lead by example in that sense.
Exactly. So it's very inspiring to hear about the preparation of leadership and sustainability. So what advice do you give to every student who wants to navigate this evolving green job market, and what future aspiration they can take in their life?
Right. So there are multiple avenues for them. If they want to explore, sustainability as a career path, already today organizations are hiring chief sustainability officers. They can just join in those groups. They are tomorrow's CSO. And if they want to be an advocate, green advocate, again, even sky is not the limit. Here there are multiple options, multiple paths. They can become advocates, they can come with us even on our onewordonenation.org platform. So they can start with us today. There's nothing stopping that. So through the master's program, through the PhD program, they can go into R&D phase,
Yes.
path of also education path as well. But we focus on practical hands-on projects rather than theoretical. So our sustainability thought process is very, very hands-on and practical. If I am not living net negative myself, what can I tell others to about it? It's not all about theory or measuring ESG goals or whatever. So the most rewarding path can be that of entrepreneurship in this. We have put our own issued patents, and lot more will come in terms of IP on the zeropatent.com platform. So if they go to zeropatent.com, they can see what they can develop a prototype of,
Exactly.
atmospheric freeze turbine, solar lens turbine, buoyancy gravity combination. We we are just giving this IP away for entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs to develop the prototypes, and we will even fund them to create the prototypes. We'll fund them to create an enterprise too, or create bamboo huts, for example. So there's a lot of opportunity, and tomorrow is too late.
Start
We
today.
are just at the right time, at the right place, irrespective of wherever they are. So they can act locally, but have the impact globally.
Yes.
Okay, so let us say if they create some product, that product can have global demand through our platform. We can onboard their product. We can offer green loyalty. Anybody buys that product, we will offer green loyalty, which basically will translate to uni. And there is lot of opportunity. So this is a big subject by itself. So as we unfold the programs,
Yes.
more of this we can discuss
Discuss.
with them. Yeah.
Sure, that's amazing to listen. And to all the students, they will have a prototype. Okay, this is the approach. How to go proceed into sustainability further.
Well, they can keep their mind flexible and open. They are not going to be set. Okay, I want to be R&D. I want to be
Yes.
education. I want to be just creating IP, or I want to be an entrepreneur. This platform will provide them, oneword.onenation.org platform will provide them to do multiple things simultaneously. They can be green advocates too while being entrepreneurs. They can be educators too. Like even if they are an entrepreneur, they are going to be invited to deliver some hands-on projects to our PhD and master students. So in that sense, they can be R&D and educator.
Yeah.
Right?
So they have multiple options open.
Yeah, and we are not. There's no watertight compartment here. Right? I'm not saying they'll be all over the place and have no focus. No, with the focus of sustainability, and within that they can pick up their niche area of expertise and focus, and then they can contribute through multiple avenues. That is the point.
So like you are saying about the contributing, and I'm curious about how the role of tech will happen into the sustainable living. How do you see emerging technology helping us developing our future?
Right. So we already have a pedal power generator.
Yes.
I'll start small.
Okay.
That pedal power generator, whatever it generates, we have it already. That pedal power generator is going to generate power when we exercise. I want to stay fit, I want to exercise, I can use pedal power generator, generate some power. Where the power is being stored is a sustainable battery. Okay. Now, the hosting that we create, the highly efficient solar panels, that roofing, that is again technology.
Right.
It's high tech in the sense that it is high efficiency solar panel, but also very cost effective.
Yes.
Okay. And then when within the dwelling unit, we are going to use gadgets. We will create those gadgets at the same level of voltage on DC that the panel will generate or the battle power will generate, so that we don't lose in efficiency in conversion of the power from, let's say step up to 110 or 220 DC to AC and then convert it back. There's a lot of efficiency loss there. So we want to minimize the losses, if not eliminate them altogether. That is one aspect of tech.
Yes.
Another aspect of tech is, let us say somebody suffering from ADHD or some other problems comes there. So through the AI app, we'll have self-help that will be self-talk, and it will talk people out of addiction. There is so many drug addiction problem today.
Right.
People are unfortunately dying because of overdoses. It really hurts me a lot when I hear such stories and when I see such cases. It's very hurting. All those precious lives can be
Saved.
protected, right? And then the healing will take place. There are multiple ways through non-intrusive means. First, we'll diagnose the problem by interception of the brain waves, and then through brainwave technology, we are also going to provide the healing. And one thing could be, for example, Nada Varma, that we will provide the music at a particular beats at a particular frequency, that will, the diagnosed problem will get healed. So there is technology in multiple ways, and to monitor the health of the forest and the farms, we use IoT and AI based system. The IoT sensors will tell us whether the temperature, the humidity, the moisture level, the soil conditions are proper for the, and what nutrition is depleted, what nutrition we need to provide. So we can take immediate action for that particular farm or forest. We can prevent trees from dying. We can prevent plants from, getting impacted by the disease, or many other considerations, or also monitor a wild animal, stray animal attack, and then stray them away through hooters. Multiple technology options are possible.
So now you have mentioned a lot about one world, one nation. So what is the vision behind this initiative?
One word, one nation, as the word says, the theme flows out of the book I co-authored with Barbara Thiel,
Okay.
and it is dedicated to her memory also. So, one word, one nation is basically a concept which is outlined in that book with the same name as the website, and there we talk about a blueprint, a step-by-step plan how permanent peace on the planet can be created through human action.
Yes.
All of us collectively can do
Right.
that. And it also lays down a step-by-step plan for protecting the planet for its longevity and for humanity. So, it a coralized vision of Siddha Veda to leave the planet cleaner, greener, serene, and the humanity happier, healed, and healthier than it was when we got here. Basically, realization of that coralized vision is outlined in that book. So, one word, one nation.org as a platform today provides opportunities for anyone to step forward and start contributing. Entrepreneurs can provide their products and services in sustainability. Students can come and learn through our collaboration with Siddha Veda, multiversity platform. And we are encouraging entrepreneurship in sustainability, and we encourage people to become authors as well. So, it is more than a platform in that sense. When we gain some critical mass with Uni, we will provide even loans,
Okay.
Uni based loans. And when we go like tree homes at Global Village, you know, it's a
Right.
whole concept for integrated living communities where we will have net negative footprint through our joint living, and through our efforts we can start reversing the damage that has happened to the planet.
That's good. So, I could say you speaking a lot about the carbon offset.
Mm-hmm.
So, how does One World, One Nation ensure that it supports the genuinely beneficial to the environment? How carbon offset will have an impact directly on the environment?
A wonderful question. So, we are not just taking somebody's money to by selling them an offset, we are going to put it to use,
Okay.
to reality. What we will do is with that money, so you buy an offset. So either the offset is provided by an existing forest, and offset is only those trees which otherwise could have been cut.
Right.
Okay, so we are protecting them, trees are trees. At the same time, we are doing net new plantation of trees also. Okay, so when you buy an offset, you are contributing to both, and
That's
also
true.
you are going to get green loyalty. So part of those funds we are going to take and invest into buying net new lands. They could be wastelands, but we will convert those into wonderlands by planting trees and by creating net new lakes in them. By creating net new lakes, we will divert the water of excess flood that would have otherwise ended up in the ocean, and that way we will prevent the sea level from rising. When we do that, we also grow plankton in the water. The plankton will create an oxygen reservoir for aquatic life, though it stays within the water,
Yes.
not released to atmosphere, but that's an oxygen reservoir. And by planting the new trees and by the tree litter biomass, the lithosphere will improve. So we are looking at addressing the hydrosphere, the atmosphere, and the lithosphere at the same time as a biosphere through our oneword.onenation.org initiatives. So I encourage everybody to step forward and participate in offset purchase.
I guess that's a small, I would say, an investment towards the betterment of our planet, our own planet.
Not just that, we are going to invest into your future also,
Yes.
besides the future of the planet. Besides the future of planet and collectively all of us as humanity, there will be future for you also.
Okay.
What we are going to do is we will take a part of that investment, we will give you green loyalty.
Yeah.
And green loyalty is going to be invested as uni. Okay? So with that uni, the value of your green loyalty points will grow. We are going to grow and appreciate that. So with your offset purchase, actually you are securing your own financial future also in a kind of a green way.
Okay.
Okay, you are
Yes.
scoring your financial future in a green way, because we are going to back it up with green real estate. The green real estate is the net new lands we will buy, we will plant the trees, we will create new lakes, and we will put dwelling units there. You can even come and opt to live there for life. And we will have multiple of such communities. You are not tied to a single place. You can hop from one place to another one. You can engage in one activity here, you can engage in another activity at the next community. So it is a paradigm shift in the thought process. We are not tied to a single home or a dwelling unit. You can be hopping across the planet, living at multiple places, but also contributing. You can become an experiential traveler.
Right.
But you is creating a net negative footprint. So today's traveler creates a positive footprint. We will create a net negative footprint by engaging in the activities when you are there.
So I guess this is the idea of green loyalty.
Green loyalty is basically loyalty points,
Okay.
which are converted to Uni as our global digital virtual currency. So eventually our dream and vision is that Uni will replace all other currencies on the planet, all the cryptos on the planet, everything will be Uni. To realize this, first step towards that is we start Uni with the green loyalty.
Okay.
Okay, so with the green loyalty, it is altruistic gamification. We will give, anybody can download a free app, Uni
Right.
app, and through that app they can ask for planting a tree, free tree. We will give one free tree plantation to everybody on the planet, and they can get that tree named after a loved one. So let us say I will get a tree planted and named after my late father, whom I dearly love, and that way I will always have a sense of belongingness. And if it is a fruit tree, the harvest is also shipped to me. I can taste the fruit of that tree and feel that, oh, this is my father's gift to me.
Yeah. Yes. I guess if we have billions of people out there in the planet, and each one, even if each one does plant one free tree, it will, today only, it will be a much greener planet to stay on.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So invite everyone to participate, and we'll
Exactly.
plant the free tree for you. So in a step-by-step manner, the green loyalty is altruistic gamification, and we'll invite businesses to partner with us, and we will go to certifying the products as net negative after calculating how much offset. Already people can go to onewordonenation.org and they can visualize how much offset is needed for them, and they can buy the offset on a monthly, weekly, yearly basis, whatever is the affordability. And there are various levels. I want to go net neutral, no, I want to go net negative, like that. Multiple options are there.
So now when you spoke about the business, so how can business and economies transition to more sustainable models without hindering their growth?
Yes, we have to think creatively, end to end sustainable. So the material they source to create the product, let us say if they are just an assembly line,
Yes.
and there are 1,000 different parts, each one of those 1,000 different parts, where are they coming from? Are they recyclable? Are they end of life, what will happen to them? So there have to be processes and procedures in place. At the same time, regulation has to be in place too, like ban the single use plastics. It's a
Right.
government regulation that needs to happen. Okay, fines for throwing plastic in water, so if you put, like along this lake, if you put placards, $5,000 fine, people will think about. And if we have got cameras around,
Yes.
I believe all that can be changed. Like there will be expense of putting the placards and the cameras. A shift of heart will make people responsible.
Right.
So if they have this paradigm shift in their thought process through change of heart, they will not throw plastic into the water. They will be more conscious citizens, globally conscious, climate change conscious. So they will become ambassadors, they will become climate healers instead of climate destroyers.
Yes.
So each one of us is capable of doing that. So businesses, I would say that they have to put the planet first and humanity first. I believe that is why I said zeropatent.com, the motivation for us was that the need of the planet is greater than any individual or corporate greed. Okay? So let us put the need of the planet first. If we'll start putting planet first, we'll start thinking differently.
That's
So
true.
all businesses will become totally sustainable very soon if they have this mindset of putting the planet first.
I guess Apple have recently started that initiative
Very
into
good.
their new products.
Very good. Very
Yes.
good.
So, Dr. Abhinav, I would like to say your insights today have been incredibly profound, and thank you for enlightening us and for your relentless work towards making this planet a sustainable planet to live upon.
Yeah, thank you for giving me the opportunity
Yes.
to share my thoughts today, and I invite everyone to come forward and be part of oneworldonenation.org.
Thank you all. Thank you.